Hello and welcome back to Power and Revolution 2023. How you doing, everybody? Eric M. Twins 20 here. We are back, and we're going to do a new series with Power and Revolution. The older series, I don't have the funds quite yet for the newer one. I want the newer one, but, shit happens. So, I'm going to resume this gameplay through. Got to start over because the previous save file has been lost. So we're just going to start things over. We're going to do things a little differently, though. So here's a summary of what's going on. So as they all know, Joe Biden was elected in the 2020 presidential election. He took office in January of 2021, the infamous January 2021. And we're now January 1st of 2023, and 2 years into his term, he's stepping down. He's got health issues that are arising. He's okay, but family members, people close to him, and even his own political party are saying, "You need to take care of yourself. This is not good. You need to do what's best for the people in the country." So, President Biden steps down, and a plan was already in place beforehand for the successor, somebody to combat the Republican machine and their rhetoric and continued bullshit. Kamala Harris took over, was sworn in as president after the resignation of Joe Biden. And in her first act, she immediately named a 45-year-old Democrat from the state of Minnesota, Eric Martin, as vice president. However, as soon as Martin was sworn in as vice president, Kamala Harris immediately resigned her position as president of the United States. And Martin has now been sworn in as President of the United States. So in the span of less than 24 hours, we've had three presidents put in place in the United States. Of course, the Republicans are freaking out. They're saying this is manipulation. This shouldn't be allowed. But according to the Constitution and everything going on in place, you can do this. So, and everybody knows damn well if Donald Trump can't run for a third term if he was elected a second term. And everybody knows if he was in there to go for a third term, he would just run as a vice president, and then his running mate, who won the election, would just step down and make him the president again for a third term. So the Democrats pulled the Republican and playbook and are using it against them. Of course, they're crying foul, but everything's legal. The Supreme Court has ruled, you can do. The Democrats did it by the book. You can do exactly what they did. You were going to do it, so it was unanimous. As much as the Supreme Court was stacked in favor of Trump, they said, nope, you got to go by the rules, and the rules are in place, and the Democrats follow them. So yes. So Eric Martin is the new president of the United States. He marks as president 47, if my math correct. Biden was 45. Or no, Biden was 46. Harris was 47. So Martin would be 48. Yes, that's right. Because in this reality, Trump did not take office, so he wouldn't be 47. So the 48th president of the United States, Eric Martin, from the great state of Minnesota, born in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And his Kamala Harris, he named Kamala Harris vice president, so she's back in her original spot. And alongside Eric Martin is his partner and future wife, Kelly Clarkson. Come on, guys, you knew I was going to do this, right? I need to have somebody that looks good, makes me look good, it's beautiful, as my first lady. But plus, it's Kelly freaking Clarkson. She's one of the most influential and hottest musicians in the world right now, and her on the arm of the most powerful man in the world. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's a powerhouse right there. Plus, she's gorgeous as hell. Look at that smile. So, this playthrough, you're going to see the first official Gen X president of the United States. We've never had a Gen X president in control before. We've had honorary Gen X presidents. Barack Obama, even though he was born as a boomer, he's an honorary Gen Xer. I admit it. Clinton, even though he's really a boomer, he's an honorary Gen Xer. He was cool back in the day. But I, Eric Martin, am the first official Gen X president, and this is what the country needs. We need a no-nonsense guy that's going to stand up to the Republican bullies and put them in their place and deal with them and repair relations with our enemies and our allies that the Republican Party have pissed off over the years. We're going to balance the budget. We're going to fix relations. We're going to clean up a lot of messes from both parties. I admit it, both parties have fucked things up. Mostly the right side. We're going to clean it up. Just like the last playthrough I did of this, I'm going to go back and I'm going to lock down the South Pacific. We're going to get our dependencies, the Northern Marianas, the Marshalls, Samoa, American Samoa. We're going to get them. We're going to offer them dependency, or we're going to offer them statehood. Excuse me. A couple playthroughs ago, I was going to go after Kiribati. We're going to go do that. American Samoa, regular Samoa, is not happy with us. We're going to go try to get that, but we're going to do that in due time. Some of these territories that are dependencies, we're going to try and offer to buy them. We'll take care of those. And I also want to take care of the Caribbean. I want to lock this down. It's close to us. So I did this a few playthroughs ago. Might have been the 2021 series. I think I tried to do this and the game crashed because I tanked the economy. My number one goal first in this area is Cuba. And then I'm going to expand eventually. Bahamas, Japan, Jamaica, excuse me. I think the Caymans are out here too, but I'm going to try and purchase them. Of the Republican Party, they're afraid that it will flip blue if they become a state, and it will. Everybody knows it is a blue state, even though according to this it says they're right leaning. I believe it says. Yeah, it says it's conservative right, but I don't buy that for a second. Especially all the hate they get from the Republicans. So. And maybe the Cayman Islands will buy them and see how it goes from there. We are going to clean up. We are also going to keep an eye on Venezuela. We don't trust them. They don't trust us. Brazil's not too bad. They're just a little heated. They don't like us. Peru. Everybody else seems to be okay. Paraguay, I believe, does not like us. Yeah, Paraguay is just a little on us. Everybody else seems to be okay with us. Falkland Islands, they're way down there. I'm not going to worry about them. We are going to keep an eye on Iran. We are going to keep an eye on them. China, Russia. We are going to help out Ukraine, unlike the last playthrough where I didn't help a little bit, I believe. We are going to help them combat these turkeys. And we're going to also improve our relations with other countries and just improve them. Like Switzerland, it says we're in a light pink, which I don't understand that, but we'll figure that out. And we're also going to keep an eye on Taiwan. Russia or China, they don't like Taiwan. They think it's theirs. We are going to protect Taiwan. They're right here. Oops. So we're going to keep an eye on them. They're really friendly with us. We're going to keep friendly with them. I'm going to see if I can make an agreement with them to let build not just them, but keep an eye on China and protect Korea because we'll be close by with them. Japan, basically set some more stability over here. So that is the plan for that. My number one goal, though, is we need to get troops. We need to start putting troops here in Guantanamo because we only have 24 commandos. So I need to get more commandos. I need to get at least 100 commandos, and I want to get some troops here, some soldiers, because eventually once we start taking over here, we need to spread out, and we need to lock this area down because I think we only have people in... Oh, we don't even have people in Puerto Rico, so we need to get more troops down here in this part of the world. So before we do anything, we're going to go to Secret Service and we're going to start working on our manage our networks. First, I'm going to send my double agent to Russia. Keep an eye on Putin and his idiots, his cohorts. I have 10 available agents. I'm going to go through each country we got agents in right now. All right, so we have 70 available to spread out. So I have 30 in China, 30 in Russia, 18 in North Korea, 16 in Iran, which we're going to change 20. North Korea is going to get 20. That leaves them 64. Thailand, I'm going to drop that to 10. Gain myself some extra. Gets me up to 70. Iran, I don't trust them. We're going to bump that up to 20. That leaves me with 60. Cuba has 10. I'm going to actually jump that to 4. I'm going to jump that to 20. Okay, so leaves me with 50. Oh, and I want Venezuela. I need to keep an eye on them too. So I got 50. So let's bump that up to... There we go. That leaves me with 40. So I got Cuba. Cuba with 20. Let's go with... Well, first let's save. I want to make sure I don't lose this. Alright, so we want Haiti. We have 40. So I need to make this good here. So Haiti, we're going to do... Hang on, I'm going to do 20. And we're going to do political spying and cyber attack preparation. Okay. And then Jamaica. Same thing. I'm actually going to give them 10. You're going to see why here in a minute. So we're going to do 10. Political spying, cyber attack preparation, and save. Okay. Make sure it's saved. Okay. And then we're going to go down here to the T's because it's listed like that. So Bahamas. What? Okay, never mind. Same thing. Political spying, cyber attack on the Bahamas. Okay. So that leaves us set. So we're good. And double agent is heading to Russia, so we're good on that. So now we're good to go. Citizens awareness. Yes, we're going to do that. We're going to do We're going to increase cybersecurity. This stuff we're not going to worry about yet. We'll worry about that later. We are going to put a couple people under surveillance, and we're going to keep an eye on Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump. Oh, actually, yes, we do want to keep an eye on Donald Trump. Yes, we do. And we want to do government. McCollum. Keep an eye on him. Find out if they're doing anything that we should be worried about. Is there anybody else we should keep an eye on that's in the Republican Party? Let's take a look. Green Citizens Party. She's not too bad with me. That's supposed to be Ben Carlson. He looks like Ben Carlson. Let's see here. We'll just keep an eye on people here. How about Ted Cruz? He's in here somewhere. I wouldn't trust him with a 10-foot pole. Independent. I'm not too worried about them. Yeah, I'm not too worried about independents. I think we're okay. I think we'll be alright. So that is done. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do it. Richard Nixon. That would be bad. That would make us look bad. We're not going to assassinate anybody yet. Alright. So, my goal now. Okay. Oop, I lost it. All right, so the networks are ready. So I have 24 commandos. So I need to get some people here to Guantanamo to prepare for the rebellion in Havana. So we're going to get all the commandos I can. Going to allocate them all to Guantanamo. Fort Benning's got commandos, and they also have a bunch of soldiers we're going to allocate. I got 31,000 troops. 31,352 troops. So we're going to bring 20,352. And we're going to send them down here to Guantanamo. Let's check Fort Leonard Wood. That's where my father was born back in the 50s. Let's get the troops there. Okay. How about this Fort Polk? 20 commandos. 20 more. That should be about right. Got 10 commandos here. 22,000 soldiers there. Interesting. Alright, let's do that. 22,000. Let's half of 22. 11. Let's take 11,000. Let's do 11. 301. There we go. So now we have a bunch of troops heading to Guantanamo. So while we're waiting for all that to start,
our best coders are working around the clock. They will be working closely with manufacturers and national operators. I will get back to you when the networks are undergoing beta testing.
okay. So we'll get all this cleaned up.
Our task force has coordinated with the PR firm to prepare for the campaign.
Okay. COVID-19. Oh, I need to get out of here. There we go. Abolishment of torture. Yep, we got that. All right, so let's go and start working on making people happy, because if I go to war, it's going to piss people off. So let's start with children and youth. We are going to fight pedophilia. I'm going to bump that up all the way. I don't care. Age consent, I'm going to leave it at 16. Age of criminal responsibility, I'm going to dump it up to 12. Children's, yeah, we'll just do that one. Corporal punishment, we are going to get rid of that. Maximum school age, I don't think kids are going to like that, but yeah, Republicans don't like that. I'm actually going to leave that alone, because some people do graduate early. So what if I bump that down? Democrats don't like that. People don't like it. Republicans do. They want kids to start going to work sooner. So we're going to leave that one alone. Voting age. Alcohol consumption. What if I drop that to 20? Democrats like that. Republicans hate it. I'm going to slowly bump this back down to 18, because if you're old enough to defend your country... Oops, I canceled it. If you're old enough to cancel... If you're old enough to vote... if you're old enough to drive, vote, and defend your country, you're old enough to drink. So I'm going to get it down. Legal voting age, I'm going to bump that one down to 17. Or should I go 16? I think Republicans would hate that. Yeah, Republicans would hate it. But it would still pass. But I'm going to do it. I'm trying to get people to really like me. Driver's license, we're good. I'm going to leave that alone. Violence, and yeah, that's good. So we're good there. So yeah, slowly but surely people are starting to like me. Really good. So for women... gender equality in workplace. What's that one at? That's billions. Fight against sexual violence. That's in the millions. Yeah, we're going to bump that one up. Yep. Yep. And then legislation. Oh, did that. Crap. I didn't reset it. I want to bump that. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Abortion, we're going to leave it. It's legal on demand. Contraception, we're not going to do that. Regulate prostitution. We're going to do that. Street crime. We're going to get that. So, yeah, we're up to 75%. We're up 17. So, yeah, people are starting to love us. So, I'm going to pause. Looks like Macedonia, North Macedonia or somebody wants to meet with me. Got a cold spell. All right, where is that hitting? Ah, looks like cold wave. Okay. Got a cold wave hitting. That's not good. Immigration policy. I will be taking care of that.
I must inform you that you can, at your leisure, consult a summary of our files on terrorist groups targeting our country. We will list the principal suspects likely to be leaders of organizations on our soil or to mount a terror operation.
Okay. Criminal activity. Bath police resent. I must call you to ask moderation. Okay. Yep, we'll get that. Illegal employment. Yep, we'll deal with that.
I believe I must remind you here and now of the various elements that can impact the
Motivated
effect-
soldier. Yep, I know. Ukraine wants to meet with. Oh, yeah, Ukraine wants
I
weapons.
feel it necessary.
No. That's not what I meant. Hang on. I want to meet with him. Yeah, I want to meet with him. How do I? Ah, here. Yes, I want to meet with him. Send him some support. Boost. Nice. Detention centers. Yep. And building a wall. Yep.
It would behoove me to provide you with a...
Yes, we're gonna get weapons. Okay. All right. Undoubtedly, you remain the face of the combat to gender equality. Yeah. Until I legalize prostitution. She's not happy about that, I'm sure. Your popularity is a measure of the actions. Yep. So for this, we're going to country referendum. Here we go. Yes. Oh, excuse me. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. I'm in the wrong spot here. That's not what I wanted. Parliament. Cabinet. Not cabinet. It was parliament. Yeah, parliament. Authorize the use of referendums on the national level. Democrats are going to be for it. Republicans are going to hate it. Yes. We're going to go ahead. We're going to allow that. Change the length of Congress terms. I'm not going to do that. So now I should go into effect. Oh, another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go through AIDS and go through those. If we're giving money to a country we're not particularly friendly with, I'm going to get rid of it. Nominate a head of state. Well, I'm already there. Change the system for electing a head of office. No. Term limits. Do I want to change it to... Successful terms will help prevent political... I thought I was already a head of state. Wait a minute. Oh, length of head of state's term. Oh, okay. Change it from 4 to 6. Oh, they would really hate it. Yeah, that barely would pass. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it.
Many people are left in the streets. It is absolutely necessary to do something.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Criminal responsibility has been passed. Cold spell. I come to give you a report. 19 dead. Okay.
The population affected by the disaster is in a very precarious situation. must have lost a lot, and even everything, and are asked.
There we go.
The bill has been voted on, and the law has been passed.
Cool. Ecology response. Boy, I'm just going crazy. I'm 100%. Look at that. That's awesome. I've only been in office for 15 days, and I'm 100% approval rating.
Morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact,
North Macedonia want to sell me wood. Yeah, we don't need that. So kick rocks. Bye.
I would like to follow up with you on the change in your country's law concerning the age of criminal responsibility. This new legislation takes into account the complexities of all stages of life, protecting the very young while empowering adolescents. Good job.
You're welcome. All right, cold spell. Congratulations, Mr. President. You honored your engagements. Blah blah blah. $605 million. A lot of positive feedback. Yep.
I'd like to congratulate you in person for your popularity. The way.
Okay.
You were elected thanks to your speeches, but only action will keep you in power. This country awaits your initiative. You direct the boat.
Yep. Let's do a double check here on Guantanamo, see how things are going. So we have 121 commandos. We're still waiting for our troops to arrive. So they're coming from Fort Benning. Yeah, they're right here. There they are. So they're coming. It's just taking a little bit of time to get there. I really don't need troops. I don't really need that many troops for Cuba, but I want a good hold of troops there, because then when we start spanning out and taking territory, I want to be covered.
1 week before the beginning of the festival, the hotels are full of bursting.
Okay. Fight against inflation. Yep, we know all about that. Okay. So I think we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna run off camera. Once legislation for the referendum passes, I'm going to see if people will be ready to vote for the 420 bill. Let's take a look. See. Marijuana. If I pull it. Okay, Democrats are now for it. So now it would pass. So I could pass it. People love me so much they would pass it. Republicans still don't like it. Democrats are for it. So I could easily pass it right now. So let's try it. Let's try the healthcare. We're gonna go ahead and start a new reform. 2023 healthcare reform. Oh. Since my popularity is so high right now, let's get stuff done before we go to war and I start losing popularity. Alcohol consumption, it's down at 20. So can I bump it down another? How about I did 2? Nope, people are against it. Bumped it down to 19. %. Slowly get it down there. I might just, I just did it, so I probably should just wait. Probably be the smartest thing. Prohibition of smoking. No national anti-tobacco legislation. People should be allowed to smoke wherever they want. prohibit all indoor public places except for certain places, possibly with a reserved smoking area, restaurants, malls. Let's do that one. Wow, a lot of people are for that. I'm not gonna ban it because people probably would hate it. Surrogacy. Legal with documented. I'm going to wait on that one. I'm going to take a little more look at that. Regulate physician-assisted suicides. Passive is tolerated or legal. Alright, I'm going to leave that one alone. Income tax exonerations for private retirement schemes. Minimum retirement pension. Let's bump that up to... We got money in the coffer, so I'm going to go... 70%. Yeah, that's going to pass. And the retirement age. Democrats don't like that? Why? Okay, what if I just do 61? Leave it. Alright, we're going to leave it alone. So I think we're going to end the episode here. And next episode, we're going to go... Hopefully we'll be ready to go to war once we get my troops. We'll start the cyber attack on Cuba. We're going to do 2 cyber attacks. We'll do a military one, and we're going to do a nationwide one, just to start shit from happening. And kind of freak everybody out here. Let's take a look at
Our infiltrated agent is on site. His first report confirms that his cell is operational and has carried out some preliminary tests as set out by the usual protocol with a view to launching his mission. This country will soon be the destination for our secret agents.
Yep. Immigration difficulties. Yep, we got that. We'll get this going. High velocity missiles in the battlefield. We are going to look into that. New type of missiles. Develop our research. Yes, we will do that. Equipment for the infantry. Yes, we're going to do that. Oh, here's our meeting with Ukraine.
Sure. Dark and strong, please.
All right. Change the subject. Military alliance. Immigration agreement. I think I am going to do that with them. Immigration agreement for Ukraine. I'm gonna take a look at. I'm gonna work on that later. I want to take a look at other things. All right, let's form a military alliance. So I'm going to form an alliance. I'm going to grant them, even though they're way on the other side of the world, I'm going to offer them air, land, and maritime, and the same for us. But I want I want 3. And we're going to share the bases. Oh, I suppose I need to... Wait a minute. It's not letting me do something for some reason. Oh, here we go. Let's try that. Refused? Really? Let's just do a support. Okay, he's accepted. That's good. Alright, so we have an alliance. Or we have support. Now let's do an alliance. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I'll give them support. Let's do 2 to start. We don't really need maritime because they're... I don't think they have any water near them. They don't wanna. Why not? Military alliance. I would think they want our help. Alright, I'll give them 2. I want 3. And I'll share. We'll share each other. He doesn't want to help. Well, military alliance. Maybe we need to get our well, we'll just have to fix that. Yeah, something's going on there. I think we just need to get our support there higher, which we're gonna.
You're really peachy keen.
Thank you. So before we end this episode, I'm gonna do one more thing here with Ukraine, since it wasn't in that. So we're gonna go here. Yeah, see, we're green. I don't know why it's not. It's not letting me. Give aid, military operations, provide military aid, provide military. Diplomacy, give aid, prohibition on residence, give aid. Oh, we already given them aid. Oh, okay. So how do I give them weapons? That's Secret Service, economy, military operations. I don't want to launch. I want to provide aid. Defensive, yes. Yeah, we're defensive. Yep. Army. Maybe it's this one. Ban on leaving territory, manage arms, give weapons. Oh, here we go. Weapons to a country, yeah. Choose type of weapons. I'll give them some drones. We'll give them 100. And then we'll also send them. We'll give them some anti-aircraft battery. It's only a 1-star, but it's something. I mean, I'll give them. Oops. 153. There you go. There. Give them some weapons. Just kind of help them out. So I think that's going to be it. Surrogacy, a true debate. Yep. We got to deal with that. Oh. Family. Let's do that real quick. Legislation stature on transgender people. Changing gender identity legal. Yep. Same-sex adoption. I'm going to appear on TV for that. Republicans hate it. I don't care. Homosexual rights. They have marriage. That's fine. Abortion. We already did that. Contraception. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we're good. Minimum voting age. Oh hello. We're getting busy here. We've been in office for 3 weeks now. So let's see what we got here. Mr. President, on behalf of my people, I extend my deepest thanks for our material aid in this war. Our country will be grateful to you, and this will greatly strengthen the ties between our governments and people. Yep, you're welcome. Extend my deepest aid. Yes. Okay. Cold spell. All right, so we got another cold spell in effect.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Minimum voting age. Did I change that? I thought I left it. Oh, no, I did. I did change it back. It was like 16 or some, 17 or something. That's right. There I am.
My fight against discrimination leads me to strengthen the rights of homosexuals. The choice of sexual orientation is indeed an inalienable individual liberty. As a result, the state must guarantee a certain number of rights, and this is the purpose of my work today. I know I can count on your support.
All right.
The battle is raging. We must make a choice now. I remember that public opinion is, on the whole, in favor of our going into war alongside our ally. The ball is in your court.
Intervention in Ukraine. Yes, we are going to help. I already sent them help. So that's it for now. Next episode, we should be ready for Guantanamo. Let me check here. Still waiting for the soldiers to arrive. Should be here anytime. Got 121 commandos. We're ready to go. Just waiting for my troops to get here. Yeah, so they're in Florida, so they're on their way. It's going to take a little bit. So that's it for now. If you like this episode, hit that like button, leave a comment if you like, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help out with future projects or upgrades to the channel, please visit my Patreon, or you can drop something in the old Cash App. You don't have to help, but any help is greatly appreciated. Until next time, peace out.